Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well, and in today's video we are going to be in for some bullshit. So, the Double Evolution tournament is officially underway as of about 4 hours ago. It is Saturday, and it is 4 days long, and as you guys can see, play with 2 evolutions. So 2 evolution slots are actually activated for this tournament, and I am personally not a fan of this change. I'm quite worried. I think it's going to be a very chaotic and destructive meta. Lots of other pros and my friends do agree with that sentiment, but lots of people are also excited, I guess, because it does enable more diversity in terms of the decks with more evolution slots available. I personally just think, evolutions kind of broke the game, and so having more of them in a deck is only going to make things worse, not better, but we will see how it goes. Of course, we still have to play this tournament, so in today's video, I'll be showing you guys 5 decks, which in my opinion are the best decks for this tournament, and all of them have kind of been either theory crafted by me, or I spectated quite a bit of the top leaderboard players already. I was watching my friend Riley earlier, and I watched him play against a few people as well, so it's a mix of both, again, my personal theory crafting and just what I've seen work. So if you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get right into the deck breakdown. I'll be linking all these decks in the description below as well if you guys are interested. So starting out, we have Goblin Giant, the most broken card in the game, debatably. And we have Archers and Knight as the evolutions in this version, so we still have, this is pretty much the classic Goblin Giant Bowler Lightning deck, although I believe instead of Knight we had Goblins before, or even Bats sometimes, or even maybe Bats instead of Archers, but this is pretty much a really strong version. I kind of combined a version I saw someone else using as well as a version I lost to. As you guys can see, I actually already have a loss because I played against Goblin Giant and there's literally nothing I could do because he had both Evo Knight and Evo Archers, so it's pretty problematic. And this card is still super broken. Of course, no balance changes were applied to the card, so might as well use it while you still can. We have the Lightning Rage, we have the Bowler and the LP, both of which are pretty strong in the meta right now, and this is pretty close to a meta version of the deck, just with 2 evolutions. So I feel like this is going to be a very easy brainless deck to play. Honestly, I do think this is like pretty much the embodiment of brain dead, like genuinely just very easy to play, not much thought required. Goblin Giant is such a broken card, and yeah, we don't even need Sparky anymore. As you guys can see, we're literally just playing Goblin Giant casually now. So I'm gonna Knight the back. He has Evo Archers himself. We're gonna be expecting lots of other Evos, of course. I think Evo, yeah, he has Knight as well, so I think Evo Archers, Evo Knight is gonna be a pretty common combination, because I mean Evo Archers are really broken and Evo Knight is just very solid. Looks like it might be Graveyard after seeing the Tombstone and the Poison, which I don't know how to feel about this matchup, because I do have Archers, to be fair. We'll see how it goes, I guess. I might go in with this Bowler. I think it might be an okay play. I feel like it might be, honestly, so I think I might just go in here. And let's see if we can make something happen, I guess. I can Lightning if he goes like Knight. Yeah, I think I'll take a Lightning on... Yeah, I'll take a Lightning on the Knight plus Baby Dragon for sure. Pretty high value Lightning, and the Archer. We do not, unfortunately, connect, but Bowler is going to be connecting. It's not going to one-shot the Archer, actually. Oh, wait, that's going to connect to Tower, right? Because Bowler... Yeah, Bowler Boulders are kind of BS. We didn't get a second one, unfortunately, but that is still pretty decent chip so far. And I don't know how to feel about this matchup, because I don't have, like, the best Baby Dragon counters. That's the biggest issue I can see. But we do have Archers, which is going to be a great Graveyard counter. I'm going to split my Archers right now. Even though I know he has Graveyard, I might want to save Archers for the Graveyard. I also kind of just want to cycle back to my Evo Archers. I think he is back to his Evo Archers, actually, and maybe even his Evo Knight right now. So I'm actually a little bit worried about that, but we will find out. He might be going in right here, to be honest. He just split his Evo Archers the back, fair enough. I'll go LP down low. Most likely just going to get poisoned off. I think that's fine, honestly. And I might have to sack that one Archer in the right. I don't know. Let's see what he goes for. If he goes Knight in front of one of them, I'll go Bowler. Yeah, I'm just gonna sack that, to be honest, and then I'll actually go for my Goblin Giant in front. He does go for a Graveyard. I'll just go Evo Archers and then Evo Knight as well to protect the Fisherman. And Goblin Giant is gonna connect to Tower, guys, and it's gonna kill the Archer as well. Honestly, I should have raged that. I didn't, but I think I should have. And I'll take the Lightning Cycle right now because that's gonna kill the Baby Dragon. I'll rage this all up, and then he's gonna be in a little bit of trouble. Not too much, because I think he'll be fine. But a little bit. We're going to force a bit of a response out, so not too bad, I guess. And I can just clog the lane up with the Bowler. Honestly, I should have raged the Goblin Giant there. That would have been really good, and really tough for him to deal with. I'll Fisher over here, Archers down low, and then I can rage. Actually, I don't have rage in cycle, never mind. Then in that case, I'll go for my Knight, because the Graveyard is going to be piling up. Yeah, pretty decent. And Bowler's going to force a response out still. I'll reset with a Goblin Giant at the back right here, and I can Lightning potentially on offense right as well. I can also go for an LP to snipe a potential tombstone, which I think I will over there. Hopefully we can get that. But, okay, maybe not. Oh, it is. Okay, nice. Really good snipe. In that case, I'm going to rage up this Goblin Giant right now. And then also just go for a Knight to tank for the Baby Dragon. And Goblin Giant might be making it to the tower, guys. No, it's not. But I'll go for a second one. We do have a second Goblin Giant available. And also go Bowler. Oh, he has Evo Archers. Okay, I'll rage them. Hopefully we can make some magic happen. Okay, they're still alive, unfortunately. This is looking really bad for me, guys, actually, because he's going to go Graveyard. I'll have to go LP and then ability as well. And hopefully the ability can kill the Evo Archers. That would be very ideal. I'll go for my Evo Knight as well. And Fisherman. Oh god, please don't connect to tower, Evo Archers. Oh, they connected. Am I going to lose the game? Oh my god, guys, I think I might have just lost the game, actually. Wow. Okay, so that's my bad. I kind of messed up against the Evo Archers. He's going to have to respond to this, but wait, Fisherman, lock onto tower. A Lightning. Maybe I can get an Evo Knight connection. That would be absolutely huge. And we do get the connection, guys. He has nothing in cycle for the Evo Knight right now. And we got him. All I really have to do is bridge block and get a Lightning on tower. So I'll bridge block right now. Just cycle to my Lightning as fast as I can. Archers for the Graveyard. He's going to try and Lightning block maybe, but no, he's not, so we just get the Lightning. GG's. Okay, that was really clutch, guys, honestly. A big thing about, like, Lightning decks in general, and this one as well, is just knowing when to Lightning. So it's not always about Goblin Giant. You know, sometimes you can just get a win just by abusing Lightning. Like, say with the Evo Knight connection, say you have a Bowler on tower, and you go Lightning to reset. That's something else that can work as well, so... yeah, pretty good stuff for the first win. Next up, we're going to be playing Minor Poison, and so we have two Evos here. I want to do a bit of variety. I could obviously go for the Evo Knight, Evo Archers in most decks, but I want to switch it up. I do genuinely believe, though, guys, Evo Knight, Evo Archers will be the strongest Evo combination. I think we'll see that the most. But I just want to include some variety in my decks I suggest to you guys. So... next up, we have Minor Poison, pretty much a consistent archetype throughout every single meta in this game, and this is no exception. We have the Evo Scalies, Evo Archers, so I actually saw Riley playing this deck at 22 wins and only 1 loss, so obviously that shows that it has a pretty good track record. And I was going to theorycraft some kind of Minor Wallbreakers deck anyway, so I'm glad he had one that worked, or some Minor Poison one anyways. We have the Mighty Miner. I saw someone else, I think Starlight, made a deck like this, basically because Mighty Miner is going to be solid against the Goblin Giant, so then we can be freed up to use Evo Scalies, and you guys know what Evo Scalies do. They can basically win you a game if the opponent does not know what they're doing. So next up we have Minor Poison. Let's see what we can do with this one. Just going to split my Wallbreakers first play. See what responses my opponent has to them. Probably going to see a Log or maybe Skeletons. Okay, Tesla. Interesting. Dare I say it's going to be Xbow, though I doubt it, because Xbow is very rare. But okay, it's going to be Hog. Okay, fair enough. I'll Log, hopefully avoid all damage. Yeah, he goes for a pre-EQ. I didn't even have anything in cycle, so that is a bit annoying. But I'll go for my Miner here, and then I'll go for my Wallbreakers in the right. And he's going to be in a bit of trouble. Mighty Miner's tanking for the Miner. Has to respond to Wallbreakers too. And Mighty's going to get close to tower unless he responds. And Archer's on tower, so I can actually just let this go. And Archer's putting in work. Look at that, guys. That's basically a good game already. Because he was so aggressive early on. That's how you punish them. Like, he was way too aggressive right there. And he might be going Hog in front. That's totally fine. I'll go for my Bomb Tower like this to activate King off the Firecracker. So I'm going to Log as well in case he EQs. But as you guys can see, this is a pretty common trend that I go for against Hog EQ. Where if they protect a Firecracker with a Hog in front, I just go for my building in that placement. And that's actually going to activate King. I'll go for my Miner. Just to get some chip damage, probably not going to be expecting it in that placement. Goes for a late night, that is totally fine. I'll actually, instead of going, I'll go for my Mighty. I was going to say instead of going for my Mighty, I might just go Skeletons, Archers to cycle to my Evos, but it's fine. Looks like he's trying to get back to a Hog really fast, but not really going to be a smart decision on his end. Again, this game is pretty much over, because Minor Wallbreakers is so solid, guys. You can punish in single elixir pretty early. I'll go for my Archers, snipe the Tesla. He does go for the Hog, which is actually going to protect the Tesla a little bit, but it's all good. I think I might go Minor Wallbreakers because he doesn't have a Tesla on cycle, so he actually does have to overcommit a bit. Maybe like Log plus Skeletons on the Wallbreakers. Yeah, Knight plus Log. Okay, that is going to do it. But we're still going to get some pretty good chip, honestly. And I'll actually just go for my low Evo Archers right now, just to get them on the board. And yeah, he is back to his Hog. I'm going to have to go for a last-minute Bomb Tower, which is actually going to be fine because the Evo Archer is helping out, which is pretty clutch. So he can EQ if he wants. That's totally good by me. And he's going to just Skeletons there. Okay, I'm actually going to go for a Mighty and then Miner. And he is going to have to Log. And then after he logs... okay, I'm actually just going to focus on poisoning the Firecracker. Never mind about that whole elaborate plan. I'd rather just take the firecracker out if I can. And he actually just lets the archer connect. Huge mistake, so that's going to be tower down. And I'll just Skelly's log this hog to full counter, I believe, with the activated king helping out. And that is good game. Let's see if he'll give us the other tower. That would be pretty nice of him. No, he's not going to, unfortunately, guys. Or is he? He does get called a well played. Maybe he'll give it to us. Yeah, wait, 15 seconds, though. There's not much time left. But I would love to get that, you know. Crowns do matter quite a lot in this global tournament. So, yeah, he's going to give it to us. Very nice of him. So, good game. Well played. And good luck in the rest of his challenge. Or global tournament run, rather. So Evo Skellies didn't really get to do anything in that match, guys, but they can obviously do stuff. As you guys know, they can 3-crown if people aren't careful with them. So you do have to be careful around the Evo Skeletons. But yeah, very solid Miner Wall Breakers deck if you guys like playing Miner Control, or just want an overall solid deck in the meta. Miner never lets you down. Next up, we have Hog EQ. Speaking of the devil, what we just played against, I made this deck just now. I think archers could work instead of firecracker. You could also go like Evo Skelly's Mighty Miner if you want, instead of the goblins and knight. But I personally like this version. Pretty balanced, I would say. And with the Evo Firecracker, it's going to be pretty fun. This is like a very standard deck. You guys should be used to this by now. You know, just Hog EQ running the standard stuff. This is basically the same deck Ian used to run, although he had skeletons instead of goblins sometimes. We have double Evos, of course, so Evo Firecracker. Has been quite a while since I played that card, actually, so I'm kind of excited for it. Oh, we are against a good player, Rick. He has a 305 finish, so might be in for a tough one. Gonna give him the good luck. And let's go Hog first play. Always a very safe starting play for the most part, as he has a Firecracker of his own, looking like another Hog matchup, potentially. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to Goblins for the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and then Suicidal Firecracker for his Firecracker. I think that's the only thing that really works, because Firecracker won't counter Mini P.E.K.K.A. and Goblins could counter the Firecracker, but then I won't have much for the Mini P.E.K.K.A, so that's kind of why I did that. So Mini P.E.K.K.A is a pretty good sign, although what does he have? He has E-Spirit and Mini P.E.K.K.A Firecracker. Looks like a Hog deck if I had to guess. Yeah, there it is. I'll go for my High Tesla. It looks like Hog EQ, but then what's his second Evo? Maybe Skeletons or Bats? I think could be Bats, actually, after seeing the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Obviously not going to be the Knight, since he has a Mini P.E.K.K.A. I'll just go for my Knight the back and see what he does to protect the Firecracker. Ice Golem, okay, interesting. I'll low Ice Spirit and then Goblins to kill the Firecracker. He does have Evo Skellies, okay, that clears things up a bit. And I can actually counter push with this Knight. So I'm going to do that, actually. I'll go Firecracker first to cycle to my Evo Firecracker even faster, and then I'll go for a Hog. He already has his Evo, that's ridiculous. But guys, this is going to be pretty good for me. Yeah, Hog is going to be getting pretty good value. Need my Firecracker to kill his. Ideally, no, it does not. And his Firecracker is going to hit my tower. Oh, that's crazy. But it's not going to get a second hit, I believe. Yeah, on 1 HP, the Firecracker doesn't attack. So we're fine. And now we have our own Evo Firecracker, guys. I'm going to Goblins to predict a Hog Rider, maybe. That would be pretty nice. We do not get it off, but it's fine. He still has to respond. And I think I'll just... Oh, God. Okay, that's my bad, guys. I don't know why I activated King. For some weird reason, I assumed he already activated the King himself. That is really bad on my end. So that is a big mistake, and I regret that very deeply. But it's fine. That should be no hits, I think. Oh, it's a hit. Yikes. Okay. Kind of throwing, but it's fine. I'll go Evo Firecracker. Hopefully it goes Mini P.E.K.K.A. Okay, Ice Golem first. Very well played, actually. Pretty smart on his end. We still get a Hog hit, though. And I will just EQ to keep my Evo Firecracker alive. Just maximize its value. And I'll actually go in again. To hopefully keep the fire. Okay, he does go for a nice EQ. He's back to Mini P.E.K.K.A, I believe. No, he's not. We outcycled it. Very nice. So that's going to be 2 Hog hits. He does not go Mini P.E.K.K.A. Looks like he didn't enjoy getting outcycled. That is very clutch. And I can just ignore that. Oh, really bad Ice Golem in front. So he is a top player, guys, but he's not playing like one right now. And this game is pretty much over. Then again, I think I have a pretty good matchup. Pretty bad EQ because I missed a tower. I don't know what's with me, guys, just missing micro this entire match. But it should be fine, I think. I'll just go for another Hog push. And I won't Firecracker this time. He's going to go high Ice Golem maybe to protect it. Nope. But Evo Skellies are on the board, so I have to get those off ASAP. I'll actually just EQ to be safe. Because I can't mess around with that. And nice EQ does hit. Oh, that was meant to be a Hog. You can tell by the placement, guys. And that's basically going to seal the deal. I think that's a good game. But you can tell by the placement that was meant to be a Hog. Firecracker connects to tower. That is devastating for my opponent right there. 2 hits on tower. And that is essentially a good game. Even though, oh, and speaking of bad micro mistakes, I guess I rubbed off on him because he did a bad Ice Golem. But that is a pretty good matchup for me, guys. See, Hog EQ is pretty solid. This guy's also playing it. And he's a good player, again. Let's take a look at his profile. He had pretty high ranked ladder badge. Yeah, 6 finishes. And no global tourney finishes, which is kind of interesting for 6-ladder finishes, but... Oh, maybe a bot account, actually, because he hasn't really played much. But anyway, still, whatever it is, we beat him. And yeah, that's a pretty good matchup for me, I would say, because he has no building, I have a building. That's basically all it really comes down to. But yeah, I guess that's another Hog EQ version you guys could run if you want. As you can see, Hog EQ fairly popular in the tournament right now, but I think it's always going to be pretty good in the meta, so yeah, why not use it? Next up, we have Logbait. This is a bit of a surprise to me as well, guys, but I did see Riley lost to this deck with that miner deck, and I saw him using it himself afterwards. So now that Logbait now that double Evos are enabled, Logbait can run Evo Skellies and Evo Knight, which is going to be pretty nice actually, because this is kind of an OG Logbait version that was pretty clutch like back in the day, and I think it's going to be pretty fun. By the way, guys, unfortunately, Evo Ice Spirit is not active. They always do this where the new Evo card is not available the season that it comes out in, whether it's in Grand Challenges or Global Tourneys. I don't know why they do it, but it was the same for Evo Archer's last Global Tourney. But nonetheless, you know, I don't think Evo Ice Spirit is really good to be warranted using in any deck, really. So, over, like, Skeletons, Firecracker, Knight Archers, like, just really, why not? By the way, there's a lot worse, guys. Like, there are Recruits, Goblin Giant decks. There are really toxic, ridiculous decks, but I don't want to stoop that low. Personally, I don't want to play that, so I'm not going to be showing the Goblin Giant Recruits decks. But just know that it is a thing. I'm going to Goblin Barrel with this Knight. It might tank a little bit. And he goes for a Hog. I'll just Tesla. Yeah, we're going to get some decent chip there. And the Tesla will activate King off this Firecracker, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, it will. Beautiful. So you guys must know your building placements to activate King off the Hog EQ Firecracker decks, as you guys can see. It is pretty clutch. I'm going to go for my Knight down low. And this is like an okay matchup. I mean, Hog EQ always beats Logbait generally, but at least I have a super fast cycle. So that's going to be a pretty big help for me. And he does Firecracker, but thankfully Princess splashes it, so I didn't need that E-Spirit. But if Princess didn't splash, obviously you guys can see why I went for the Electro Spirit there. I'll go for a barrel down low. Maybe he'll miss it with his log. Maybe just a tricky barrel real quick. And exactly as I called it, he misses one. So that is going to be a fair amount of Goblin chip. 2 hits. Not bad at all. And we are already back to our Evo Knight, guys. This deck cycles so fast. It's kind of crazy. I guess I'll just not really use it, though, because no real need. I'll just set up in the back and use it when I need to. And Bomb Tower is going to be there. I was just about to say he might go Hog, and I'm not going to go for high Tesla because I don't need to. I have an activated King, which is going to help out. I'll go for my E-Spirit Barrel right now. I don't think he's back to his log. I could be mistaken. Okay, I was indeed mistaken. But E-Spirit does come down, and he messes up the timing. I could go Skellies here, but he's probably just going to go either Goblins or maybe... Wait, what is he going for, actually? I'll Princess the Bridge regardless, though. And we're going to get some decent chip. Firecracker's going to be a bit of a pain, though. We might have to rocket on defense here if he goes Hog in front. Yeah, I'm actually just going to rocket the Hog, and then Evo Skellies to surround the Firecracker. Oh, it still hits tower. Yikes. Okay, that's my bad, guys. That's going to be a lot of damage pouring in. But he does waste his log, though, so that's pretty nice. He's going to have to respond to this without log. So we're going to get a bit of chip, at least. Not bad at all. And then I'll just reset again. I think going same lane is okay in this matchup. Just pretty much chilling, anti-EQ Teslas, and then rocket cycle once we get deeper into the match. Still haven't really found a use for my Evo Knight yet, but I think we'll get there eventually. And I am going to rocket the Firecracker. It might be a bit of a mistake, because I'm not exactly up too much elixir, but I think I'll just barely be fine if I go for my Tesla low. And then Knight up high. But yeah, I went Knight up high, guys, instead of Knight down low, because I did not want the Firecracker to attack my tower. And then Princess just to snipe that Firecracker, get it off the board ideally. It is a huge nuisance right now, and yeah, it's going to be gone. Very nice. Just E-Spirit Skeletons for this Hog, and that should full counter it. Yep, pretty big mistake going Hog into a Tesla that was already alive. And I'm just actually going to rocket tower right now. No real need to go in, quite frankly. Oh, I would have loved to hit that Knight, actually, but it's fine. We're big chilling right now. If I just don't make any misplays, we are pretty much primed to win this one. Okay, Firecracker's going to be a problem, but I'll pre-Tesla. Knight to protect against a possible bomb tower that might come down. He does EQ down low, actually. Or up high, rather, hitting the Tesla and not the tower, which is pretty smart. But as you guys can see, courtesy of that pre-Tesla, I'm actually already back to another Tesla. So that's why you pre-Tesla in this matchup. And I'll just log on defense against both the Hog and the Firecracker. Take absolutely no damage. And we are big chilling again. And a barrel, E-Spirit Barrel. And he actually hasn't activated King the whole game, which is pretty funny, considering he had quite a few opportunities, I think, at least 2. But again, we are big chilling right now. Princess has been pretty problematic for him, and he does give me a free rocket on that Knight. I will certainly take that, as I was talking about last time. And then I'll just E-Spirit Skellies to protect this Tesla a little bit, because it's going to stay alive, actually, against subsequent Hog Riders. And that is actually just going to be a Rocket Log, is it not? Yeah, that's Rocket Log, so good game to this guy. Pretty standard stuff. Honestly, Hog EQ, not a great matchup, but you can definitely outplay it pretty easily as a Logbait player. And you just have a really fast cycle, so it's not as bad as if you had classic Logbait with Inferno Tower, I want to say. And this deck is just pretty good. I mean, it's Logbait, you know, Logbait's always sort of in the meta. It's never, like, amazing, but it always has its spot, you know. So, yeah, feeling pretty happy about that. And that is going to be our 9th win. And last but not least, guys, we're going to Xbow cycle. I actually think 3.0 might be in an okay spot. I don't think it's going to be amazing, because, again, look at the other decks I showed. That Miner deck kind of destroys it. Hog EQ will probably beat it, especially if they have their own Evo Knight, Evo Archers. Goblin Giant with Evo Knight, Evo Archers will definitely Evo Archers. Alright guys, for whatever reason, my audio cut out. I accidentally like clicked stop recording or something on my computer, so my screen recording was still going, but then my mic was not picking up, so thankfully I realized it right away, but I'm back now. Anyway, as I was saying, this deck, we do have the double Evos in here, so it's going to be decent, you know. 3.0, we do have the courtesy of having some of the best Evos in the game with Evo Archers and Evo Knight. If you want, you can even run Evo Skeletons, but I don't think there's any reason to over the Knight. This deck's going to be okay. If you guys know me, you know I'm an Xbow player, so this is pretty much my favorite deck in the game. Best deck in the game, so I'll probably be running with this for the rest of the tournament as well. But otherwise, just general terms, how to play it. The best advice I can give you is to watch my videos. I do a lot of educational content on this deck. But otherwise, you know, just the biggest advice I can give is try to be less aggressive with your Xbows. And try and find out what counters they have before going in. And if you know they have counters, then try not to cycle them in single, possibly. We see an LP at the back. Honestly, not a great sign. LP Skeletons might be like super fast Miner cycle or something. I'll just Fireball, though, and try and take it out with the Archer if he doesn't protect it. Does go for a Log. Actually going to protect it. I'll Log before he can even go ability. And he's playing Pigs. Okay, so it's probably going to be Pigs with the Evo Archers, if I had to guess. Evo Archers, Evo Skeletons. I can see that being a thing. Or maybe even Evo Knight. Okay, yeah, Evo Archers. This is problematic, guys. Evo Skeletons aren't an issue, but LP Evo Archers is a pretty bad matchup for me. So I'm going to be a bit worried about this right now. I don't know if he's back to Pigs. I hope he's not. I'll just Archers, I guess, to match his, and I want to get back to mine because obviously I would like to get that Evo action. And he does go for an EQ, a bit premature if I say so myself. I'll actually just Xbow, and if he goes Pigs, I can Fireball, so that's why I'm going Skeletons. I'll Knight hopefully in time, please, for the... Okay, it was, but unfortunately the LP is going to be on the Xbow, so that's going to be a dead Xbow, guys. Pretty tough. I'll Log, just to kill the LP for sure. And then Ice Spirit to kite this up high. And we are going to be back to our Tesla for the Pigs, just barely. He's going to go, but I think I can get them down in time. Yeah, nice. Perfect timing. Barely in time, should I say. But we are going to be able to basically full counter. We might take a bit of Pig's Chip, actually. That's a bit suboptimal. He has a Bomb Tower. Yeah, this is definitely going to be kind of a rough matchup, guys. It's a bit tricky, but we should be alright, I think, if we play it well. Again, we do have the Evo Knight, which is going to be pretty good, because I don't think he has any, like, tanks in this deck. I also have Evo Archers, which I think I will utilize right now. Yeah, he does go for that. So let's just go in right now. Evo Archers to predict either a Bomb Tower or an LP, and melt that. And looks like he panicked a bit. Nice. Yeah, we definitely got him panicking. So that is just going to be a huge lock. I'll let this Xbow go now. I could have gone Knight, maybe, to protect it, but I'll just let it go, because that's game-winning damage. And yeah, basically what you want to do sometimes is just use your Knights or use your Evos to create game-winning situations, whether that's against, or whether, okay, I'm just going to Fireball that as well, by the way. Fireball the Archers, leave no room for anything. Yeah, sometimes you want to use your Evo Archers to create game-winning situations. You can even do so with the Evo Knight. I'm actually going to do that right now, especially because he just wasted his own Evo Archers. Knight for the Bomb Tower. It'll do really well 1v1ing. And then I can Archers like this to 1v1 the LP. Probably going to Ability, which will wipe one of them out, but as you can see, Knight's still going strong. I'll Fireball the Archers, actually, and I think I hit the LP as well. LP Guardian, beautiful. So that's going to be another baby Xbow lock. And we're just slowly but surely whittling his tower down. So yeah, you can also outplay people with this deck very much, is why I love it. You know, it's not the best deck in the meta by any means, but it is very much an outplay potential deck where you can just beat people who are worse than you by playing better than them. And that is a big thing that I love about it, because I love outplaying. Okay, you see, that's a huge Fireball if I've ever seen one. That's like a free Fireball. So I'm just going to straight up take that. And I'm actually about to go in again because I do have my Evo Archers. He might go Pigs. I think that's fine. bomb tower instead. I'll actually log it to kill it early, and he might not be ready for the log. Yeah, he was not. Oh, he was. But LP's still gonna die, and that's good game. He also goes Evo Archer's not in range of the Xbow for the power shot to take effect, so kind of misplayed on his end. But we're going to be doing pretty well, so that's a nice win against Pigs EQ. Very tough matchup, I'd say. Although I do suppose Evo Knight helps me more than Evo Skeletons help him. That is certainly one thing. But we're going to be reaching 10 wins, guys, which is basically the goal of today's video, so I'm pretty happy with it. And yeah, as I said, undefeated video, and as I said, 5 of, in my opinion, the best decks for this tournament. So let me know what you guys think. As for this match, he had a delivery, actually all decks run delivery with Pigs these days. But yeah, I think Knight did help me more than Skeletons helped him, but he just didn't use his Evos as well as I did. Like, my Evo Archers put in a lot of work early. Hog EQ, pretty standard, just high Teslas and outcycle, rocket cycle with Logbait. This one, just a pretty good matchup for me. This one, I think a decent matchup for me as well. You know, Minor Poison usually beats Hog EQ, I believe. And then this one, I don't think it was a great matchup necessarily, but also Splasher doesn't do that well with double Evos, in my opinion. Like, you kind of want the LP in there. So Night Archers are obviously broken, but you don't have any synergy with the Tornado here except for the Baby Dragon. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Let me know what you think about this format. Again, I do think it's a bit ridiculous, a bit unfortunate, because there's going to be so many broken decks, but I guess they are trying something new, and at least it's not on ladder yet for now. But that's about it for the video, so hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.